Hey there, Periscope and ET630. My name is David Dutrow, and today I'm jumping in on the kind of monthly topic of Made for This by sharing an experience I had actually today with a group of my Mount St. Joe students. We ended up going to a soup kitchen called Our Daily Bread, and we take all of our freshmen to Our Daily Bread for trips throughout the year. And the goal is to introduce them to the concept of service learning, which we take very seriously at Mount St. Joseph. And every time I do this, I am incredibly inspired by the dynamic changes I see in the students just within the 3.5 to 4 hours that we spend there. The bus ride down is usually full of nervous laughter, jokes. Sometimes they're high school students, they're in poor taste. Talks of Fortnite, talks of the girls they're interested in, making fun of each other. And I know that they're very nervous because they don't know what to expect when they get to this place they've only heard about, most of them. This place where, they are going to be introduced to homelessness and hunger and joblessness, and they don't know how to deal with that because for the most part our students are relatively, at least according in comparison to those who frequent the soup kitchen, they are relatively privileged and well off. And when they get there, today we had Janice introduce us to all the different tasks we could do, all the different services that Christopher's Place, which houses Our Daily Bread, offers to men that are homeless and jobless and working to fight addiction. And sitting there watching these students who had just been laughing and joking and being little ninth graders, 13, 14, 15 years old, you could see a change, and they got very serious. They started volunteering for jobs where they could be in contact with these people that walk through the doors, these people just looking for some sort of warm, hearty meal to get them through this rainy day. And as we went through the day and I worked closely with them at some of the stations, I just saw them transform into these wonderful human beings. Not that they weren't before, but the idea that they understood that they had something to give to this world. They could make this world a better place by just offering themselves, not any special talents, but just being human and just being there for people, to talk to them, to listen to their stories, to listen to their rants and their raves, and to do something as simple as give them a napkin or a fork or a piece of bread, to say hello when they came in, to say goodbye when they leave, or when they left. They learned slowly but surely that for some of these people, this was all that they had to get them through the day. And at the end of the session, when we sit around and we talk about what they've learned and what they have gotten out of the day, they have some funny stories, they have some shocking stories, things they did not expect. But to a man, each and every one of them experienced something that changed them for the better and gave them perspective. And this is why at our school we do require a certain number of service hours. Freshmen go to Our Daily Bread. Sophomores and juniors have to complete a certain number of service hours. And basically the idea was, let's keep them in this community. And for the most part, they're very raring to go. They ask questions about whether they could do their service hours at Our Daily Bread. And most of them, I think, are going to go back. But I do want to kind of inspire all those educators out there, and even if you're not watching this because of our class or any other education purpose, the idea of giving back in some way, of making this world a better place by just giving a small bit of yourself. And in doing so, you are kind of, completing a major change, even though it might only be an hour, 2 hours, something like that. Those of you that do teach at schools, I would wholeheartedly encourage you to adopt or at least bring up the idea of service learning, getting your students out into the community, teaching beyond the four walls of the school, and basically making strides towards not just learning languages, math, sciences, things like that, but learning a little bit more about who they are. So I just thought I'd share that today, and in keeping with the made for this theme of making ourselves something better, and hopefully you can gain some inspiration from my students and do something on your own. So thanks a lot for letting me spend some time here with you today, and I will see you all soon. Take care.